So we've arrived at our forest slash river camp and we're in the jungle, as you can see behind me. Very cool. Look at this. It's like a treetop walk that's not very bouncy. The bridge goes all the way down to the end. So this is obviously wetlands at some stage. And of course it's bounce, bounce, bounce on the suspension bridge. Wow, welcome to my video. As we bounce across that bridge, we look down and oh my gosh, there's a crocodile. And that is my bungalow just over there. How cool is that? The cutest little room I've ever stayed in. It was just wonderful. And guess what? I had it to myself. I had been sharing all the way through with Intrepid, but for some reason here, I had this to myself and it was super, super cute, like I just said, and it had a balcony out front and back. Anyway, had a brilliant time. Join me. Wow, good morning. As you can see, it's still dark. Well, just getting light. But this morning I've got something new to do and I'll show you that in a moment, but have a look where I am. Like Mr. Duck's here to meet me. At least there's no crocodiles lying on the paths. Duck, goose, maybe goose. Now I'm not going out in the yacht. Morning. And that's why I could hear the road all right, because there's that bridge up there. Well, we're out on the water, and so are Pam and John, my Kiwi travel buddies. And this is where we're staying, the Hacienda T-Jax Jungle Lodge, viewed from the water.
Oh, this is lovely.
We're not just staying here, Norrie, we're actually going to move a bit.
Well, I feel like my work is done.
And here we are with the double rainbow. How cool is that? Norrie can do the paddling now, I'll do the videoing. You can see the howler monkeys up in the trees there. I'm not sure whether you're going to be able to see them because I've got my phone into a waterproof case. Yeah, there it is. Well, the kayaking was fun, but then it was a change of pace. And as a whole group, we went out for a day in this boat. We had a brilliant time, and I'm going to share as much of it as I can with you because it was really an excellent day. So we're actually on the Rio Dolce River. And this river goes all the way out to the Caribbean Sea. But our first stop was to check out this really old fort.
The construction was ordered in 1604. But it finished the construction in 1743, so it took a lot of time to construct. But the only presence of the constructor was already deterring people from attacking the lake. So the idea is that this place is the narrowest passage.
It's certainly easier coming down on the motorboat than what it was when we were in the kayaks this morning. we've arrived at our destination. This is Livingston, only accessible by that river. Crazy, crazy town. This is Livingstone. Everyone's in a big hurry.
Hola, buenos días. Eso no es de maíz.
Mother Nature had give gift for the people that have been here for a long time. Okay. So now, like you guys see where you are, this is a spiritual point in between the river and the sea. It's where the both of them comes together, and it's where we Garifuna people do the welcome of the morning. Why we do the welcome of the morning here? Because the point of the river and the sea make sure they have abundance, and
So today's got all sorts of surprises. We did all that dancing and I hope the footage has come out okay. I'm not in any of them because I was doing the filming, but I was definitely doing lots of dancing. Just had the most delicious lunch, a seafood soup, complete with a whole fish. And there again, I hope the photo comes out. But the last thing that I've done, and I'll show you. Just been in here and over by those rocks, the water is so hot. I literally could not go over there. It was too hot. I had to like mix it up with some cold water. So you probably can't see it, but there is actually steam coming out of the rocks. There's Kevin in his Komodo hat down there, and a whole lot of the people live in the area. So the cold water comes in from the river, and that's some of the local houses over there, and it comes under this where I am now. It's like a bridge and across. Oh, it'd be amazing in winter, but actually saying that, it's the same temperature all year round here. Just they have the wet season, which is coming up. It's usually here by now, so we're late April. So just having a little bit of a wander around, just had a lovely shower, and I've just walked past my chalet, which is just here. I'm right outside my front door. It's the crocodile. Yep, it's my chalet. Actually a really nice little spot. And thank goodness they're freshwater crocs, otherwise we'd all be quite worried. Well, it's always fun and games when you're up before midnight or haven't gone to bed and you're loading luggage onto a bus. Yep, there's protests in Guatemala City, so we're going to do an overnight run to try and beat the blockade. Well, here we are in the middle of the night. Been on the road for 3.5 hours after leaving Rondusi at 11 o'clock at night. I'm not sure you picked it up on my previous clip, but there's protests and blockades going into Guatemala City. So we've done a midnight run, as it were, to do the 6-hour drive. Crazy traffic, lots of huge trucks, but we're doing it. So this is as quiet as the road has been for the whole 3 hours that we've been travelling. It's just manic. And isn't that Murphy's Law? As soon as I want to show you how busy it is, it's quiet. But while I'm here, there's the price of fuel. Must be a good gallon, I think. I'll have to find out from Antonio, our leader. Make it without getting caught in a traffic jam. Unfortunately, there was an accident, but this chicken bus that was right next to us was determined to get through no matter how tiny the space was. But he didn't quite make it. It took him a very, very long time, and he was right outside my window, which was hilarious. It was daylight and we could skirt this traffic which was going into Guatemala City because we were heading to Antigua, and oh my gosh, the views as we went in were just brilliant, even though the cobblestone roads were very, very noisy. And I'll leave Antigua for next time, but wasn't that a brilliant day? So thanks for watching, and until next time, bye for now.